Glad to have you along from Y1W2 Stadium in Salt Lake City. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Kyle Whittingham went out with a bang at the University of Utah. An 11-2 season, the Utes were a terrific team, just falling short of the college football playoff. But now, under the leadership of true Ute, Morgan Scalley, we'll see if Utah can run it back this season and get into the playoff championship picture. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Utah's offense will go to work first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Wide receiver going in motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On the option, he'll toss it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Parker. There's a little room there. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Right back to it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's Parker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They've just kept moving the ball forward. This will be the 12th play of the drive on third and goal. They'll run with Parker. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Arkansas! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He's going for the big play. Got him downfield. Open spaces. Touchdown, Utes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This coaching coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running inside, it's Smith. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Off the RPO, complete. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Razorbacks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Smith takes the handoff. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Leaves it with the back. Hunt down Razorbacks. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Utah offense to get this. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They down 14-10. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense. push backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Punches his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Powers forward. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
35, Utah 20.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
To throw, it's Dampier. Right on the money. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Working on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Utes have moved it inside the 20. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. It's complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Using his feet to buy time. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The Utes punch them right back.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Under fire. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover? He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The run inside. It's great. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. Goes to the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He stopped right there, short of the first down in this defense, trying to preserve the lead. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Utes! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
Trying to set up the screen. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jackson will throw. Fakes to grab. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gives it on the option. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. The quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. 1 more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's dropped. Oh, it's dropped, and the ball game's over. Oh, what a horrible way to lose a game for this team. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.